he's got the same champ, so he's definitely going to be running blood, obviously. That's a pretty nice opening hand, getting 2 of each resource there. So yeah, definitely like that. What would have been better is 4 resources and 3 bottles. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, no, this is good. Lets me get some early aggression and early blockers in as well. But it could end up being dangerous if he's doing very hard aggression, because these aren't exactly quick. So yeah, I'm going to keep this though, because by the time turn 3 comes around, I might have other options. Don't really have many low cost stuff in the deck. I may actually, because he's first, I may even end up with like drawing a bottle here, which would be good because it gives me a turn 1 play. He doesn't do anything on his first turn, so that's good. Alright, so just play a resource. So what did I get? I got a murder, that's pretty decent. I like that. That's good. I wonder how troop heavy his deck is. That's not a big deal. So nothing really to say here. Just see what he does on his next turn. I mean, the good thing is he's obviously doing a control deck as well, to some extent. Probably lots of burns and rage fires, and so yeah, he would have life siphon and all that. And he's still not doing anything, so he's definitely doing control. He's probably got a burn in hand, so I'm going to play out this Inquisitor and he'll just kill it, which is fine by me. I don't mind losing it. But that's definitely, I'm getting a lot of resources here. It's not really what I want. It's not horrible. I mean, it gets me my charge powers, allows me to do bigger life siphons and stuff, but it's alright, I guess. So yeah, I'm expecting this to probably just die now, which is fine because it goes back to my hand. If he doesn't, he didn't, so that's interesting, because well, it's interesting for 2 reasons. Because he still hasn't done anything, and I've got a dude on board, so he needs to get a dude on board now, so I'm going to get another 3 damage in if he only does 1 dude, because I'll just murder. And that way I can bring this guy out with 5 resources, and that way I can return him to hand. So getting this murder pick up here was nice. Okay, so he is killing it. He didn't have a quick action, so that's why he's he's doing this now, the basic action. That's fine. So let's see. He's likely to have murder in hand. So if I was to play the Protectorate next turn, it could, end up just dying. But that does bait out, it does get him to use a murder, whereas he wouldn't use it. If I did this when I had like a resource open, he wouldn't use it. So it's not exactly horrible to do it, because I've got other stuff I don't want him murdering later. If we get to that point, of course. And it also means he won't be putting in a troop. If I make him use his turn on a murder on my guy, then on the next turn I bring in the spider once again, get in some more damage. So what's happened here? Oh, so I need to hit the end key because it's on my timer, so it looks like it's. Hopefully this isn't frozen. Yet the end key fixed it. Hopefully no problems crop up because of that. It is known to do problems, but alright, that's a decent pickup. Let's draw a card first. Whoops, I've now got 8 cards. Okay, so that's pretty decent. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, I know what I'm going to do here. I'll play this out, and that means I'm not going to draw a card from it yet. I'll leave the resources open for the murder. So. Indeed. Yeah, I'll leave the resource open for murder, and then if he doesn't do anything, I can draw this, use this on his turn. Yeah, so not much really happening here. He's probably, I mean, I've obviously got a lot more cards in hand thanks to I don't even know what. Oh, him putting he's got Chaos Key on board, I guess. Yeah. So another Chaos Key, which I'm completely fine with because, you know, I don't need to kill my opponent with troops. And like, for example, if I make him Chaos Key this, which he probably will, that at least wastes his turn on using 5 resources on this guy, which, you know, I can only cast once more, really. So, whoops, that was his first main phase, so he still could be doing more stuff, so let's see what he does. Second main phase, still no troops, I guess, so... I mean, I could do this on the end phase, but what else? If he does a troop now, I'll be like, no! But I don't think he is. So there's another resource. So my dog is distracting me, my phone. Let's see who's messaging me now. That's priority. Yeah, it's just my sister. Screw her. She is a crackle, so she can wait. So I have a very nice hand now. That is pretty damn sexy. So let's see, we play a resource, doesn't really matter which one. And then I'm just going to play out this, and then next turn we can start going nuts with these. But yeah, I mean, he's going to want to get rid of this off the board, or at least put something in to block it. I mean, he can't just take more damage for nothing. I mean, he hasn't done really anything yet. Maybe he just got a really bad hand, lots of resources, chaos keys, and so I mean, if he doesn't still get a troop or something now, like he may start life siphoning of his own if he's got them. Which is fine because I've got 3 of them already, which I really doubt he'll be sitting on exactly 3 as well. So and I've already got him down to 12, so I just start life siphoning and see if he has ways to just not die. But it looks like he has unfortunately got a bad hand. And again, like just by playing this out, like I said, I have made him waste one of the keys, and that wastes his whole turn, which is exactly what I wanted to do by playing out that Inquisitor, because I don't need the Inquisitor. He's not important. So, and I don't need to heal yet, so I mean, I'm just going to life siphon obviously just twice and see if I kill him. And even if he has one, if he doesn't have another resource, I just do it 3 times for the win. So, looks like, I mean, he got a bad hand, it looks like. So, yeah. It looks like actually he must have mulliganed. The fact that he's on 3 cards, he must have mulliganed it somewhat. I mean, I've only drawn like 1 extra card from the bottle, I believe. So, yeah. So, let's start the process. So this could be, you know, could be pretty much GG next turn. He has to have a life siphon. It's the only thing, really. I mean, there's nothing else in those colours. I mean, life siphon's it, sadly. So this could be a pretty boring first game, if unless of course he does some amazing, something amazing to keep himself in it. I mean, he needs a life siphon. That's basically all he can do, I believe. But this could be over before really much happens. So, looks like that's it. It looks like it's GG. I mean, he can't stop this on his turn. He's not in diamond like I am. He can't do blinding light and various things like that. So, it looks like it's over. So, I mean, I could be forgetting something, but yeah, it looks like it's over. So, let's find out. Say GG, maybe he might do something, but so unfortunately he got a bad hand. That's all there is to it. He's not running a bad deck. We didn't even get to really see his deck. He did resources and some chaos keys. He really, unfortunately, I don't know what he had in hand, but unfortunately for him, obviously he just didn't get anything. Must have been too many resources. And that's, an unfortunate thing that can happen. So far, so good. Some diamonds. Oh, beautiful. Phew! So, this is a pretty nice hand because I got the bottle. So, definitely keeping this. So, this is now game 2. I've just won the first one. Unfortunately, it wasn't very exciting. My opponent got a pretty bad hand. I don't know what he had left in his hand there, but it can't have been much. All he did basically the whole game, I think, was a Chaos Key onto an Inquisitor and a Heat Wave. That was about it, really, and then play resources, so obviously not great. Not great for the viewers. Unfortunate for him. So let's see if we can get a better game going this time. So still no turn 1 plays from him. So yeah, he's doing, obviously he's doing a control deck. The problem for him, this deck doesn't really use many troops. It uses troops that are reoccurring. So I've got things like the Inquisitor, who when he dies, I can get him back into my hand. He increases in cost, and then I replay him again and again. I've got the Protectorate Defenders, a few of those, I think 3, and they can be brought back to your hand if you've got a resource. That's once per game. And then I've got the Tomb Lords, but they're like the finishers. Once you think your opponent's used all their okay, that's not great getting. It's not bad. It's not really what I wanted though. I need more resources would be good. Another diamond. So there's nothing I can really do here. So I might as well just use this now. Gets me a charge. So next turn I'll be able to draw another card from the charge power. That's a good pickup. But going by last game, he didn't really seem to have many troops. So he could just be all about the damage and trying to just kill me with direct damage or something. Obviously you'd have to have some troops. You can't really do a no troop blood ruby deck. You could try it, but I don't think it would work too well. Would rely too heavily on life siphons, which you can only have 4 of. So, but yeah, is he still not doing anything? So he didn't mulligan this game, I don't think, based on the amount of cards he's still got. So he's probably holding on to a murder here. So if I play my Inquisitor, he just dies and goes back to my hand. That's fine. So I've got some pretty nice cards here, but my opponent's not really running. Let's see if I draw. Yeah, that's fine. So he's not really running troops. So this is kind of not going to help me. So I could bring out the Pact of Pain here and start drawing cards because I may want to try and get those resources. I'll make him react basically. Then again, I should have brought out the Pact of Pain there. Because now he's just going to murder it. It gets rid of his murder, so it's not horrible. And it does just go back to my hand, but then I have to discard if he does it here. So I shouldn't have really done this. Should have done the Pact of Pain. Just because of the discard mainly. But also I gave him something to do with that safe mana, whereas I could have just done the Pact of Pain, and then he would just still, he would have had a wasted turn, whereas he didn't really have a wasted turn now, so it was a bit too quick to act there. I knew he had it, knew that's exactly what he was going to do, so I really should have just done the Pain. So now I have to discard, which is kind of annoying. And I don't really have anything I really want to get rid of. That's the big problem here. We still don't know how many troops he's running and stuff like that. I think I can do that Fricks. So I'm probably just going to get rid of the Extinction here. And I could get rid of a Tomb Lord as well. I could even get rid of the Inquisitor. You know what? I think I will. Bugger him. Just in case. I didn't get to see any of his deck last game, so who knows if he's... it doesn't look like he's running any troops because he still hasn't played any troops. He could do a 4-drop here though. So Chaos Key, that's not a pretty big deal. I'll try and make him use that on something different. But yeah, I need resources pretty badly. I really should have done that Pact of Pain last turn. So here comes the burns, the Rage Fires. That's not good. Rage Fire can easily just, win him the game. Hopefully I get diamonds. I need diamonds, and that way I can have this at some point. Obviously I'm in no threat of dying yet. At least, a couple more turns until I might be in a dangerous position, especially if I don't hit resources. So the bottle helps. That definitely helps. I could have also played the Pain there, but I want to try and get a resource, so I'm going to use it. Does mean that's all I'm doing for my turn, but perfect, absolutely perfect. So there we go. Heart of the cards. So yeah, that's it for the turn. So that's good now. That's really good. Because now, I can basically, say he does a Rage Fire and then another Rage Fire and he puts me really low. then tries to finish me off with another one or something like that. Just like that would be ideal for him to do, you know, to get like massive amounts of rage fires and just pummel me in the face. I just have to leave, you know, not yet, I don't need to, but I leave the 2 resources open for this. I mean, he could potentially follow up with a burn if I was like really low health, or you know, just a quick action after I cast this and kill me before it resolves. That is also possible, but yeah, I mean, he's not. I can also try and make him waste turns. I mean, not yet, because I don't really have... Yep, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try bait out, you know, as I mentioned last game, it's an option I had. I'm going to try bait out bait out his removals. So I'm actually going to give him a good juicy target. So he's a guy that I can't save now. He's going to be like, oh, misplay, what a moron. But, you know, it's not obviously optimal, but I don't really have much. I could have done a Pact of Pain, that's about it. But I want him to use, you know, potentially this, or maybe, you know, murders or something. I want to make him use his removals now, and that way, you know, we get more things in graves, and then we got 2 Tomb Lords. So even if I take one of these out and he void keys it, I've got another one I could potentially just finish him off with one swing. So yeah, I mean, he's probably going to just murder it, or even a Rage Fire if he's got another one. That will do 4 damage. So, I mean, ideally I'd want him to use the Chaos Key. That would be really good. He's at 6 resources now, so there's the murder, so that's fine. We make him, as I said, I wanted to make him basically use that. I still need to get more resources though, so this is kind of problematic. If I don't get more, I'll be just doing nothing. I mean, I can bring out the Pact of Pain, draw not yet. If I get a resource, I can bring it out and draw a card. Not much else I can really do, honestly. But I mean, no risk of dying yet, so I don't need to keep resources open. So there's a resource, so that's good. So let's see. Yeah, play out the Pact of Pain. Gets me into the card draw. I mean, even if I draw now, I mean, it doesn't really make much difference. I'll just do it during his turn. I mean, I'm not going to be able to play whatever I get anyway. I've already done a resource, but I'll just do it. There's, you know, no way I'm going to potentially die here, but just in case he's sitting on 3 Rage Fires or something crazy, which he's not. Let me say that now, he's not. But, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really make much difference when I do it, so I'll do it just at his turn. But yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised, like, where is his troops? You can't just hold on to murders and... So, okay, so I've actually gave him a target there, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that he might remove this. You know, so I can still draw a card before it disappears, so I'm still getting something out of it. He's still losing one of his good removals. So there's another resource, so I can actually ping... I mean, it's probably going to die. But has he used 2 murders? Let me see. He's used 2 murders. So he may, I mean, I don't know how much removal this guy's running. I don't know anything about his deck. He may have an extinction. He may have, I mean, pretty much he needs murder or extinction to kill these guys, because he's going to be pretty damn big. So there's no way, like, you know, Rage File still won't be able to reach him either. Burn to the ground, no, that won't. There's like 2... I mean, I can't really tell how much stuff's in there. I mean, maybe there's not as many things in graves that I'm thinking there should be. There's probably actually not much. He might actually only be like pretty small, come to think of it. So let's see, I've got a few options here. I'll draw a card, see what I get. I might even just life siphon. No, I'll do this first. Yeah, I'll just bring him out and see if he wants to kill this. And then next turn I'll do that. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be very big yet. Because it looks like there's only like 2 things in mine and 2 things in his, which is rather surprising. But so yeah, he'd only be like a 4/4, so that's pretty crud. But yeah, I mean, he's probably sitting on like life siphons and whatnot. So he's, you know, don't really want to use mine yet. So there's another Chaos Key, so maybe we can, not yet. Alright, so finally, some troops. Huzzah! So it's about time. So let's see. So what I might do here is, let's see. I might even just send this back to my hand and replay it, and that way he might murder it. You know, I want him to use something to kill it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, damn. Okay, I'll do it now. So I'm going to do it, remove that to my hand. I mean, I don't really need to do this, obviously. But I've got a plan. I want to try and bait out, you know, he might be like, oh, he wants to get more health or something. Because, yeah, I mean, I could... Yeah, no, I'm going to bring it out. I want to try and make him think, oh, sweet, I'll just remove that, and then he can start swinging in for 3. I mean, I could inner conflict his guy as well, which I might do. I mean, obviously that's a really good target for an inner conflict, because then it's not going back to his hand, so he can replay it. I think I will. So let's see. I mean, or it's murder, but that then it goes back to his hand. But then it does mean, you know, to replay it, he wastes a turn, so it's not a bad thing to actually do that, to get it back in his hand. Because, you know, 3 damage, that's a lot less than what he could potentially do with other things. So I wouldn't really care if he spent 5 resources on it in any turn to do 3 damage. So yeah, I'm going to use a murder on it. You know, that's probably what I'll be doing. I'll see what he does first during his turn. Because like what I'm hoping he does here is he like murders my guy or chaos keys it and then tries to get in for 3, which would be, you know, it's really nothing I have to worry about. But I want to make him use his removals. So let's see what he does. I doubt, I mean, wow, he did it? Okay, so that was, I really didn't expect him to take the bait there. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted him to do. That's just exactly, you know, to the T. So he's now going to attack with this, thinking he's getting some damage in. I'll just murder it. And he's wasted his turn. I take no damage. And he's used another removal. So, I mean, he's probably got more removal. I mean, he's really very similar deck to mine, but he's using Ruby, I would say. So we know what one of his cards in hand is. It's an Inquisitor for 5 costs, which again, if he plays that out, that's wasted another turn. So, but yeah, we've made him use a bunch of removal, 2 murders. Unfortunately, not much stuff is actually going to graveyards, so these guys are still going to be pretty weak. But I might as well bring one out now, because I do have 2 of them. So, see what I draw as well. A resource would be sweet. A bottle works as well. We'll bring that out. And we'll bring out one of the Tomb Lords. And he's not going to be too big, but the bottle will make him a bit bigger next turn. So he's going to be a 7/7. That's decent. That's nothing to cry about. You know, 6 costs with 7/7 for 6. That's pretty good. And he'll just get bigger by next turn, because I can bottle, I can life siphon, and then just swing. I mean, he has to kill this now. So hopefully I mean, he's going to have removal. I mean, if he's got Rage Fire though, I mean, that can't kill it. Burn to the Ground can't kill it, even if he gets a resource. So he needs his murders and his chaos keys, which he's already used 2 of each. So hopefully I've baited those out, and he doesn't have any of those in hand now. And there's that Inquisitor. So I mean, it gets him a blocker, but I've got the inner conflict here. So this is actually going like, it couldn't have gone any better. It's like he's doing everything I want him to do. I make him waste a chaos key on a dude because I, you know, bait him into making it think it's a good target because I can't save it because I've already returned it to hand. I kill this and he replays it, wastes another turn. So he must have, I don't know what he's got in hand, but this couldn't be any better, honestly. So this guy's going to be swinging in for quite a bit this turn. So because I can put 2 things in the grave, guaranteed. Another resource. So yeah, I've got this game. This game is mine. I mean, I can't. It's not going. Might not end in the next few turns because he could have life siphons ready to go. So I mean, I may be able to finish this now. Let's see. So I I'm definitely going to end a conflict, so I'll do that now. Then I'll use the bottle. So I'll still have 5 resources. So he's going to be 8. Nah, it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. 9. It's close. It was close. It was very... Actually, yeah, no, it was very close. An internal youth. So that's not going to go to the grave. I mean, I could just use... Let's see. I mean, I could just use something, I guess. I guess I'll swing in, and then if he doesn't do anything... I mean, he can't really, so actually I just do have the game. No, that's if I... Sorry, if I do this for 5, yeah, that will actually go to the grave. So never mind, I'm totally not thinking straight there, but yeah, I can just use the life siphon for 5. So we'll do that and see if I'm not... Yeah, that will work. So he's only got the 1 resource, there's really no way he can stop this. So that does 5 damage, puts this guy to 10. We then swing in, and that's game. So GG, and yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, I'm looking all over the place, and yeah, I was just like, oh wait a second, I can just, you know, that will grow, because I was thinking, all I need to do is do one card to make the life siphon fatal, but then I could sort of, wait a second, just do the life siphon first. So yeah, that is game. Yeah, there we go. 2 games done and dusted. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what his deck was about. I think maybe he just got bad. Like in the first game, he definitely just got bad draws, I guess. Maybe he'd had too much removal. You know, that could be. Yeah.